I actually enjoyed this movie. I didn't think that was going to happen. Hey guys, how's it all going? So, we are finally here for my Uncharted movie review. And as you guys know, if you've watched my Uncharted videos, I haven't really been looking forward to this. I thought the characters of Drake and Sully had been completely miscast with Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. And just the history of video games into movies just hasn't been great, has it? I mean, let's be honest with you, it hasn't. And Uncharted is one of my favourite game series ever. Like, I absolutely adore it. Like, I've got Uncharted 2 here is my favourite Uncharted game. I absolutely adore this game. I've got Uncharted 3 here, which I love. Absolutely brilliant. And Uncharted 4, which is close to a masterpiece. It really is. I did have Uncharted 1, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it anywhere when I was getting these out to do this review, so I have no idea what I've done with it. No idea. But I'm a huge fan of the games. So I went into this movie with very low expectations. Really low. And I am so happy to say, guys, that I actually enjoyed this movie. And one of the main reasons why I enjoyed this movie was because of Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg as Drake and Sully. They are the best thing in the movie. So what I was worried about the most turned out to be, for me, the best part of the movie. So I would like to issue an apology to Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg for saying I think they were miscast in this movie. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I should have known better. I shouldn't have doubted yous. And yeah, sorry. Like they give a shit anyway, like they're gonna watch this. But yeah, they were the best part of this film. I really enjoyed them. Their chemistry together was really good. And I did at one point forget I was watching Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg and it was Drake and Sully. So I was pleasantly surprised by that. Really was. So just a quick plot of the movie. It's very simple, it's very basic. Is Nathan Drake gets recruited by Sully to basically go on a treasure hunt to find this lost treasure that's been missing for about 500 years, I think. That's pretty much it. But the positives of this movie is Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. They carry this movie really well. Especially Tom Holland. You can tell he's really trying and he really puts in a lot of effort in this. And he does a great job. He absolutely does a great job. And I think he did a great job as being Nathan Drake. I really did. And Wahlberg, he was a good Sully, man. He was. I know there's going to be people who played the games going to massively disagree with me on this review. And that's fine. Each to their own, honestly. Each to their own. But I think they did a great job. I really did. So that won me over. It actually won me over. And I thought the action was really good in this movie as well. There's some really good action set pieces in this. There's certain ones that I took straight out the games that when I watched the clip of it on its own when it came out, I wasn't that impressed. But when you're watching the context of the movie, I actually did end up enjoying it. I really did. And also, I think it made a difference of watching it on the big screen as well. Made it a little bit more, I wouldn't say epic. I wouldn't use epic as a word, but I got more into it. I got more enthralled into what was happening. So, yeah, I'm really surprised I'm sitting here telling you I like this movie. I actually am. I really am. And I love having pleasant surprises like this. I really do. But but it's not a perfect movie. It's not. It does have its problems. It really does. And the negatives for me are, I think the story is quite weak. Especially when you compare it to the stories of the games. The stories in them games are absolutely outstanding. They're absolutely brilliant. But then I was thinking this, maybe I'm being a little bit harsh because you can spend so many hours on the games and get really into the story. You know what I mean? Whereas the movie only has a couple of hours. So maybe I am being a bit harsh on it, but I think they could have used a stronger story. They could have done a bit more, I think. I just thought, story-wise, it was just a bit weak for me. Also, the bad guys and the villains in this are pretty much forgettable. They're just your basic villains. Basically, they're just your basic villains. They are nothing to write home about. There's no standouts on that side of things. And also, Antonio Banderas is in this movie. And he is so underused in this. Like, you've got such a talented actor there. There should have been more for him to do. He should have had more. He should have been able to get his teeth into this role a bit more. But there was nothing for him to do. What he did was fine. I mean, it wasn't the actor's fault. It wasn't on his part. It was just his role was just so wasted, which was a shame. You know, and I can see fans of the game having problems with this movie. We're all going to have different opinions because we love the game so much when it comes to the movie, guys, and I completely understand that. And if you didn't like this movie, I would understand it. I would get it. I really would. I can see fans having issues with this, but like I say, my expectations were so low, it could only go upwards, and it did. So, I think the movie did its job well enough for me to want to be able to see more, you know, and hopefully dive into the story of Uncharted more, especially with the sequels, you know. And I thought as a first movie, it did its job decent. It did its job well. It's like when you go for a 3-course meal and you get your starter and you really enjoy your starter, but you're really looking forward to your main dinner. You know what I mean? And I think Uncharted is like a starter. It's got me ready for the main course, which is hopefully we'll get a sequel. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of the series. I also think if you're not a fan of the games and you just go into this not knowing anything, I think you will probably end up liking this a lot more than people who are fans of the games, because you've got nothing to base it on. To you, it's just a nice little adventure movie with Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg in, which is cool, which is absolutely cool. So, all in all, guys, I liked it. I actually did like it. So, I would give this movie a solid 3.5 out of 5. I think it's worth your time. Definitely go to the cinema to watch it, because I did enjoy watching it on the big screen. I did. And as a fan of the games, guys, I'm quite happy with how this turned out. I am. So, yeah. I don't think you expected this review, did you? So, guys, if you've been to watch Uncharted, let me know what you think of it. Are you a fan of the games? Let me know your thoughts and your opinions, guys. You are always so welcome to leave a comment below. And as always, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you again very soon. Take care, guys. Bye now.